Hello, today I'm going to show you something very, very special and almost unique. This here, in this brand new box that I'd specially made by one of my friends who's a cabinet maker. He's made the original, copied the original box almost exactly, because when I found this old beauty, which looks quite normal, a normal Willcox Gibbs, but I'm going to show you something special. When I found this, the box was so, normally I can save them, but it was rotten and woodwormy and everything, and inside this was wrapped in an oil rag in appalling condition. And I've painstakingly rebuilt it because this is unusual. I'd never normally spend so many, God knows how many hours I've spent on this to rebuild it, because this here, which looks like quite a normal Willcox Gibbs, was actually from the Smithsonian Institute production serial numbers for Willcox Gibbs. This was finished in 1868. I mean, that blows your mind, doesn't it? It's one of the oldest, it's certainly the oldest Willcox Gibbs that I've ever seen, and absolutely amazing. So I decided to spend a million hours rebuilding it bit by bit by bit until it's come up into this incredible condition. You can see the letter G, which is the patented G for the Shenandoah farmer Alan Gibb, who actually invented the chain stitch method. But here it is. This little baby was made just after the American Civil War. I mean, it's just stunning at the age of it. And I've painstakingly gone over every single thing. And what's around 1875, Willcox Gibbs came up with the automatic tensioner, but pre that they used this glass tensioner. I'll just point to it there. And what a brilliant idea to use special glass, because it doesn't wear. And the great thing with these very early ones is that you can adjust the tension, which of course with the later automatic ones you just cannot adjust, so you've got very little control over it. But here it is, an 1868 Willcox Gibbs. I mean, it's just astonishing. I absolutely adore it. That, and there was absolutely no original paintwork left and everything, so I've redone that, and I've put my little restored badge on it so everybody knows. And of course that's the hand crank there. But inside the box, I mean, I've got, this will be going on to eBay very shortly. Inside the box it did have the original instructions, but the only thing I could save was just some bits and pieces from the middle of it. The rest of it was just rancid, but I've got a really good copy of that. Of course, I mean, anybody who collects sewing machines knows that the Willcox Gibbs were made by Brown and Sharp of Rhode Island, and they were considered the very finest precision engineers in America. You know, they weren't just good, they were the best, which is why they were used. And they made the Willcox Gibbs right up until after the Second World War. You know, they were just so good, you couldn't get anything better than them. So here you are, an 1868 Willcox Gibbs hand crank, which is in perfect working order. Hang on, if I can, there we go. I'm stitching backwards here. Silent in operation. That yeah, so I hope you do. I put a little, I set in, because I finished this in 2011, so I put a little coin in the corner so that for all time everybody knows when it was finished. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little show of my special little machine.